Hello everybody, welcome to episode 70, Pinnacle of Adventure! Rise of the Star-Lords. Thank you for joining us. I'm excited for tonight. I hope everyone else is excited. You guys killed a fabulous dragon, and you did get some loot from said dragon. We'll talk about that in a minute, but let's deal with that icebreaker, courtesy of Shades Corvid, they, them. What is your character's favorite musical? And let's start with Conrad and...
Alright, so my favorite musical is Chicago. It's, I love the songs, I love the setting, I love the plotline, first off, given the old Razzle Dazzle songs, the fuck is a complete earworm, and you're welcome, by the way.
Why?
Additionally, but anyway, so but enough about me. Grar's favorite musical is The Sound of Music because he loves the beautiful alpine scenery. He loves the heartwarming character arc that the children develop and really feel like they belong at home. So Grar's a big softie, and not just because of his huge amounts of matted fur.
Sure.
Give him the old... That's enough.
Let's jump over to
this show last year.
Let's jump over to the now furious Nick and Lahan.
Get my head down. He says this because he knew this. And he hated up these kids that he didn't mean it. He asked it to happen. I'm sorry, I have been derailed. Lahan's is actually a series of short videos you can find on the info that are set in old world Valerian, following this knight who should have a better name, but it's Pathfinder Guide.
For some reason, you just started dropping out in the middle of your sentences.
Because there's a VPN on my modem and I can't turn it off.
Okay.
How much of my sentence did you get?
The context was all there, and most of it was there. It's just like in the middle, like one or two words would just sort of dip.
Yeah, Starfinder Gallifan. We all
Starfinder Gallifan.
Starfinder
yes.
Gallifan. And since Leif translated that, Leif and Ava.
Ava has never seen a musical, but if she had, her favorite would absolutely be Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. She just wouldn't like how it ended. She'd have a lot of complaints about and critiques on how to keep that sort of business running without eventually imploding and murdering each other.
Nice.
Why'd they kill the hero?
Entirely believable until everybody turned on each other and killed each other.
All right, and last but definitely not least, Tom and Jacinto. Tom, the music man, and Jacinto, the tiny plant boy who has a connection to the music of the spheres.
Jacinto doesn't like musicals. No, I'm kidding. Jacinto's favorite musical is Evita. Space Evita.
Evita?
Yeah. Evita follows the exploits of a... Oh boy, it's been a while since I saw the show, but of a sex worker come revolutionary of the same name from Argentina.
Oh, no, the Patra planet.
Is the Patra planet named Evita?
No, but it's full of revolutionaries fighting the Viscarium.
Yes, there you go. Okay, so it's set on the Patra planet. Vesk, 5?
It has a real name, thank you, that I knew when I was playing Alex. Not terrorist.
Of course. Yeah, not the terrorist, but revolutionary.
He did not get to clarify that nearly often enough. Everybody was like, freedom fighter, yeah, okay. I was like, man, I wanted a chance to argue that I'm not a terrorist.
Well, you didn't do enough terrorist things then, Nick.
We did a lot of terrorist things. Well, we did a few
but
terrorist
they were
things.
against the swarm.
They were against the swarm, yes. Through war.
And now we're super on watch lists. No.
We're already on watch lists. We're fine.
But so icebreaker answered, and we have some loot. Who is taking what, if anything? We've got a ring of the ninth truth, time pit boots, bespoke echelon fashion armor, extra dimensional armor, paragon cathode cannon, storm arc rifle, sky shatter dragon glaive, a prehensile tail graft, and an immersive dimensional gland. I was inspired to leave graphs because of RimWorld. They're just in a little box, self-contained. Just do some street surgery.
Yeah, you can get them in a box.
Well, of course, the immersive dimensional gland is going to Cinto, so he can be small.
I didn't mean to actually roll my armor. I just wanted to see what the. My bad. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, please.
So, of all those items, and I'm sorry to say this, I don't think Jacinto takes any of those, because Jacinto is already pretty much like the Pinnacle plant boy at the pinnacle of adventure. I know the Ring of the Ninth Truth was probably meant for Jacinto, but it doesn't seem like something that he would take necessarily.
It's a Mark III Ring of Resistance.
I have a Mark IV.
Rat.
And a Mantle of Willpower, which is markedly better than a Mark III Ring of Resistance.
Versus.
Yeah, sorry.
You know who doesn't have a Ring of Resistance? This guy.
Lahan?
This guy being Lahan.
No, I do. I have Mark I. You know what? I'll take it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Once per day, you can use this to...
What does it do, though? Sorry, I
looked it up a little while ago. It doesn't do anything. It's a Ring of Resistance. Don't worry about
It's a fancy Ring of Resistance. And as Lahan, slides it on, you hear a voice. Oh, what shabby clothes are you wearing? No makeup?
Oh, God.
No.
Immediately take it off, please.
And you feel a biting pain as metal burrows through your flesh and anchors into your bone.
Oh, we're cutting the finger off. All right.
Yay, cursed items from Jet? Who could have seen this coming?
But it's a Glorifax curse. Lahan ignores him. Because that's the worst thing she could think to do to this dragon, who's now stuck in a ring.
Yeah, he's just going to increasingly grumble in the background, just constantly talking about how you need to update your wardrobe and put on some makeup and...
Lahan turns down her system volume.
Oh yeah, because you...
Because I've hacked my brain.
So, Leif, is Ava going to take that Sky Shattered Dragon Glaive? That sounds pretty cool.
She absolutely is. She's also going to do the Iron Man, what is that? Iron Man 1? Iron Man 2 thing? Look at the power armor and then say, not today.
Nice.
Someday, though.
Maybe in one level.
Yeah, exactly one level from now.
Sure.
But yeah, she hefts that dragon glaive and sees it as a fine trophy after slaying a dragon.
Sees it as a fine trophy after slaying the dragon, and then looks at Lahan and says, Now duct tape that tail onto my tailbone.
No.
I mean, we can do that. Make it happen, but...
No,
I mean,
she says,
tape.
put your finger up on the block here. I'll take care of that curse for you.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
No, don't do it! I want to be near my darling Jacinto.
Why?
He has a shining soul. It speaks to me.
That's true.
Meanwhile, Jacinto's sort of like sorting through the other wonders and treasures and is just sort of casting them aside. No, I don't need that. No, I don't need power armor. No, not really.
Lifts and tosses power armor.
Yeah, and sadly, the Storm Arc Rifle is not as good as I bought.
Dang.
You
If I recall.
can space tape the two rifles together like Ripley in Alien.
I don't think doesn't work that way.
Yeah, as much as we love the movie Alien, don't tape your guns together, folks.
Yeah,
That's real big for Warhammer 40k work energy.
Yeah, and if there's nothing else of note that anyone wants, that's fine. We can travel. I assume you're going to continue up the gem-filled road, and you are going to be ascending up this road towards the Pinnacle of Avarice. The Pinnacle of Avarice being this giant potato-shaped buffoon's head that is made out of precious metals, that has giant, like, lab-grown sapphires for eyes, and all of this. And I believe I described it as like
a combination of words.
Yeah, I believe that the skin appears, the skin of the potato-shaped face appears to be orange because it's tourmalines set into like gold. And then there are these giant lab-grown sapphires that are of epic proportions, like they're like an entire bay window. And then there's actually like golden wire turned into this awful, horrible hair monstrosity. And what's up?
So did this guy recently re-announce his intent to run Rune Lord?
Oddly enough, this Rune Lord or Star-Lord Karzog is about to re-announce his bid to be Star-Lord of the system. He's about to make that claim.
You know what? I actually don't legitimately want to be on a list, so I'm gonna stop drawing representations or corollaries between this and another real life figure.
I don't think that's gonna happen, Tom. I have a sneaking suspicion we're gonna draw a lot more.
But
you're probably right.
Yep, you ascend towards the Pillar of Avarice, the gem-filled road, ascending, and it actually, what it does is it goes up and into his mouth. And there are these two giant golden doors that kind of come together, and there's a little bit of a cutout for the hall, and it's like the uvula, and the doors are like the back of the throat.
The worst theme park ever.
Yep. So basically the gem-filled road is actually just his gem-encrusted tongue snaking out to the starport.
Gross. Yeah.
Gross.
Jet brings the gross, everybody.
Yes.
Jet, I am going to take that rifle, actually. It is better than my secondary.
Sure.
Glad I double-checked.
I mean, it's yours to do with what you will. You have all, I think, Mark III null space chambers or whatever. So like, it's not like you can't store random crap.
From the giant.
Don't weigh anything. I mean,
but
guns really weigh things.
You come to these golden doors, also encrusted in just more gemstones. You know, which in another age would actually be worth an untold amount of wealth, but these are relatively common gemstones. They could be mass-produced, possibly some of them even as a byproduct for industrialization, but they're sparkly and they make people, and they kind of look pretty and kind of imply wealth because of the long multi-millennial, whatever, I can't talk, association with wealth, because they used to only be found in small amounts in natural formations and yada yada yada. Aristocrats. Aluminum used to be the most precious gemstone. It was weird.
Diamonds?
It is really weird, isn't it?
So diamonds.
Diamonds, which should cost nickels. Don't get me started on the De Beers family. There's
You should buy lab-made diamonds. They're prettier anyway.
Yeah.
Just do it.
And I am now going to move you, because I'm assuming, are you going to open those doors? Are you going to do anything to those doors? What would you like to do with those doors? You've come to these massive doors, and you're in a surprisingly well-lit mouth?
Guys, I think Jet wants us to kick down those doors.
You don't have to kick them down, but you could if you want.
I have to remember that I'm not the one that kicks down doors in this AP.
No, you could do it. Do it. I want to see Jacinto kick down these giant doors made for giants.
No.
I think it's Ava's job to kick things.
Maybe.
I thought you'd never ask.
You were waiting for us to ask? We were floundering here.
I kick it. I kick it real good. That's
Ava.
a 40 for athletics.
You walk up and you kick that door, and you kick it real good. And these doors, they move in unison. You might have kicked one, but both of them fly open, and they slam. And they hit the corridor, and it's the reverberation of like metal on metal just echoing down. What you see beyond the doors is a spiraling staircase, also gem encrusted, also precious metal. It's completely extravagant. And Lahan in the background, you're hearing, "Oh, it's so beautiful." Could you pry that gem off the wall for me, please?
What are you gonna do with the gem? You're a
Please.
voice in my head.
It's so pretty, though. And
Seems like a terrible plan, Glorifax.
leave me alone. I'm new to being disembodied. Unless you want a timeshare,
It's alright.
I can do cool magic. I can teach you
Oh, I've heard about
I can
that
teach
again.
you the magical girl transformation of my species.
See, don't almost feel bad. Just turn him down again. We'll make a friend of Glorifax, yes.
But you suspect, Ava, that the lightest of touches would have actually opened those doors. They are in bizarrely good shape. So, you Ava handled them for no actual reason. I was just curious how you would approach them. And I'm warning you, this next map that I'm going to take us to, and then I'm going to switch us from talking heads to the tabletop view, is very, very large. It's over 100 squares by 100 squares. Because of that, I have completely eliminated the lighting and all of that stuff. You're just going to have to... We'll do our best to do line of sight on our own without that, because I did not want this thing to just slow the browsers to a crawl or a stop.
Pro tip for Roll20 GM.
I will bring you... Wait, is it shift click? There we go.
You can see everything. I'm closing my eyes if that is not supposed to be.
No, I have hidden any enemies. I will
Gotcha.
reveal them as they come into sight. We have to just do line of sight the best we can, because I could not justify trying to make browsers load all of this because it's so big.
Yeah, that
Go
would
back to-
significantly, I bet.
Yeah. Hope to do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Back in my day.
Back in
So
my
where are we
day.
coming in, Jet?
We could see the whole map when we started.
Oh. One moment, Judy is whispering at me just my name over and over and over again.
Yes. It must be terribly important. I'm sure. It is a matter of life and death, most certainly.
This is how my friends' children do it as well. You know, just like, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. No care for the fact that we are talking. This is obviously.
In
I
her
have a lot of
defense,
my,
she can't
preschool
hear
parents.
your guys' half of the conversation,
Try
but
to-
she does hear me talking. But she's also 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, in the center, you see that little bit of almost a Pokeball. And there's the blue line with the arrow on the end. The arrow is on the wrong end. You are descending from the left and going Wittershins. And we can put you on the map now. I'll do it. Just
Wittershin. Does that mean counterclockwise?
Yes. Yes, it does.
That's a great word.
That's a great word. Don't get me wrong. I don't know that I've ever heard it in this context. Wow, you weren't kidding. These are small squares.
I mean, well, they're standard squares. It's just there's a whole lot of them because the map's so big. Because they did the thing to save space where it's like, each square is actually 10 feet. And it's like, you jerks.
Thank you for making us do way more math for no discernible benefit.
Notably, you can tell Roll20 to make it switch.
I could, but then it becomes an issue of like your token snapping to bases. Like it's fine for Grar, but you guys.
Yeah, it's tough.
I was trying to make it easier on you all. Oops, I threw Lahan into Ava.
Well, they're one character now. Have fun. Nick.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
You and Ava were in a teleporter together and came out the other side as Jeff Goldblum.
Oh no! Oh yes? Are we funny now?
I think this is a good thing. I hear nothing negative.
And you can descend. Move your tokens as you feel appropriate, and I will reveal things as necessary. I will be able to elaborate on things as necessary. Again, it's a spiraling staircase, precious metals, gemstones encrusted in everything. Ava, pause there. Everyone pause now. Stop moving. I have things to reveal. You're fine right there.
I back up.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
No, I want to back up.
You're fine. As you get to that point there, I need to go to another layer. And then you see that individual. Were you being stealthy? Would you like to have been stealthy, or were you just strolling down?
Ava kicks doors open. She's not being very stealthy.
Yeah, I don't think
Fair.
Gord can be stealthy if he wants to be.
I mean,
You know, we came through that city pretty easily, man.
you can attempt to blitz, and if that's the case, let's just roll some initiative, because a fight's gonna happen. I was just trying to see if you guys were being sneaky and they were aware of you, but you did kick a door open, and it sounds like Ava just started running down the stairs, like a ninja from anime. Maybe on the walls.
My ears.
I hear you can storm, secret government facilities that way.
That is a natural 20, and I'm sure Ava will beat me anyway.
Moment of truth. Where's Ava? Oh,
Nope.
Wait.
That's a
Nope.
natural 1.
I shouldn't celebrate this. I shouldn't, because what am I gaining from this?
Does that mean my initiative's better?
What do you mean?
Oh, I thought we had some sort of link going.
We
Yeah,
do have
just-
Battleline Link.
You do have a link.
Yeah, and it makes sense to cast that before going into this place. So, no, we take the die roll. And, however,
So you put Ava first. Because Ava got a 20.
I was, hoisted on my own petard. Yeah, so
what is
Ava,
that?
Come on up here. You rolled, instead of a 1, you rolled a natural 20 on your initiative. And then you add
Gotcha.
your own vote.
So you got a 33.13, if I remember, if I'm thinking correctly.
Yes.
Bad 19.
Here, I can change it.
I
Oh, no,
we
you already
rolled
changed it.
a +2 enhancement bonus to initiative rolls. Not that it looks like it will matter.
I'm gonna have a look at my bonuses that I'm getting on my initiative, because I might already be getting an enhancement bonus.
Well,
You don't need it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, between
You're
No,
first
no.
either way.
It's necessary.
between Blitz and then improved initiative, is improved initiative an enhancement?
Blitz is untyped.
Both of them are untyped, I want to say.
Oh
so
my gosh.
Ava actually has 35?
It is. It's untyped.
They're so silly
Is it-
sometimes, guys.
Jacinto, do you have a 26 then?
Sure. If that matters, I will make that difference right now. Oh,
Oops. All right. So, Ava is going first. Ava was ninja running down the staircase, and you see a giant. This giant is what I am referring to as a warden of the stellar wind. They are what I am calling a nebula giant. Their hair is a mane of like you've seen some Hubble photographs, like the nebula or like a Milky Way type thing. That's all of this creature's body hair, and then their skin is an absence of light with pinpricks of stars.
Love that. Ava.
Oh, if I may.
Yes.
Let me go first, Ava. Let me buff you, so to speak.
Ava gets ready to kick off the ground and waits, looking meaningfully at Jacinto.
Jacinto responds with Spellbond. So this is basically, I gave up my super OP 15th level ability that gave everybody DR 15 when I used Song of the Spheres, to instead be able to touch my friends at any range. No, at 120-foot range. So touch spells are now 120-foot range as long as I am mentally connected to them. And as such, I cast Defrex Hardiness on my good friend, Ava.
I would also like to inform you that this creature is holding a absolutely huge glaive that is just wreathed in electricity, and there are planes of hardened light surrounding them, forming almost a Greek-style form of armor.
Noted.
I can't wait to buy this face off. Continue.
Yes, you will, I'm sure. 100%.
Additionally, Jacinto checks his stock of resolve points. I don't know. This is a really big dungeon. I don't think I should burn a resolve point for Song of the Spheres. This doesn't seem like a very big battle.
Yeah.
So instead, we're just going to send Artania forward. Artania will... Artania can do a cool thing. At this level, Artania has picked up a fun thing. He has a 30-foot fly speed.
This is not a flying danger spider?
He is a flying danger spider.
My God.
But he actually he's faster on land. So
He's always been able to fly. From
Is that
where?
a murder hornet?
He's always been able to fly. He's been able to fly since he underwent his Cthulhu transformation. Yes. So Artania skitters over there to closer to the giant, and then his wings begin to vibrate. And as he does this, sonic waves, a la like a 90s cartoon, Saturday morning cartoon, emanate from his wings towards the giant, and he attacks the giant at range.
No.
Getting a natural trunking 20.
God's on fire.
Wow.
Yeah, that's 2 20s in a row, ladies and gentlemen. So
Bravo.
that is 96 points of sonic damage as Artania's wings vibrate for the first time in this
Bang.
attack.
That
Gosh.
the hardened planes of light ripple with the intensity of this sonic blast from these vibrating wings, and you see the guard sort of take a step back and then focus its attention on Artania, the danger spider.
Now, Ava, before he gets to Artania,
Get him. Wait, but not mechanically.
Jacinto being the battlefield general that he is.
Protect my spider.
Ava launches off of the staircase and charges flying down at this guy and strikes at him twice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a 31 to hit and then a 37 to hit.
This is versus EAC?
EAC.
They both hit then.
Awesome. For another 91 sonic damage total. And she just punches him in the face.
You
and
you punch it in the face. The hard light Grecian helmet shatters, revealing its face, and it spits up some, I'm just gonna say, purple blood at you. And then this giant over here just comes running right over and swings a glaive at you. Come on, Hero Lab.
Believe in you, Hero Lab. You can do it.
You can do it.
A 41 to hit
That will hit.
for a grand total of, why is it not doing the math? There we go. 62 electricity and slashing damage.
Okay, so they're gonna take some damage from Defrex, right?
Sure, it should be 16.
I believe so. And it'll reduce the damage from slashing by 16 and the damage from electricity by 16 because of my resistances.
You and your resistances.
So what was the total damage?
I think I said 62. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I clicked away from it, Leif. I thought you had it. I will wait for you to say.
I don't understand what you're rolling in that you lose the roll as soon as you click away.
In Hero Lab, there is a pop-up window for the rolls. You roll, and then when you're done, if you hit X, it goes away. And when it comes back, it is refreshed. It does not keep the history.
I see. I have never touched Hero Lab. I was unaware of this.
So you have done your thing, I have done my thing. Gror! You presume multiple giants, because I imagine you would have seen the shadow of another being fall over Ava, and then a glaive lash out at her.
Alright. Agror will give them the old razzle dazzle and charge in on his jetpack and try to bull rush / trip the new oncoming giant to the left.
Sure.
I just stop that. Stop that. I've had that show intermittently, that song specifically, intermittently in my head for the past 6 months. And it's wonderful. But also,
do you charge up immediately adjacent to them? Like that?
No, that's a fair question. I'm gonna be within my, I want to say it's like 15 feet reach.
Should be at least.
Yeah.
Honestly, do you all want me to burn their AOs? Would that be beneficial for you all?
Don't matter to me. I'm where I am now.
Yeah, the game was already in.
it would vaguely help our Tanya. Tanya is very squishy.
Anyway, so if he can go here, I mean, like, that's.
I have ranged attack. It's fine. I have ranged attack. Go ahead. Sorry, I keep thinking Artanya is a female because Artanya's name ends with an A. But okay, it's taking me a few sessions, but I've realized Artanya is not food. But the next possible diplomacy viewpoint is going to take a little bit more time. Anyway, here comes the trip.
Danger spiders are friends, not food.
This is versus AC that succeeds.
Yep.
And you were targeting the one to the left?
The one to the left, yes.
And they are... I'm just going to turn them sideways for right now. They're prone now.
And they take 20 damage.
And they take 20 damage. That feels rude.
It's unnecessary, right? It's not a significant amount of damage, but it's just enough to make you feel like...
It's a Three Stooges
how dare you!
Is what it is.
How did it damage?
I've got some sort of feeder ability for it from one of my Vanguard spheres, I think.
Sweet.
Sure. You charge, you do your thing. It is now another creature's turn.
That's not nice to refer to Lahan like that.
Yeah, it's quite very rude. Fair listener, if you cannot see the initiative tracker, Jet just giant.
Yeah, hey, I hid things for a reason, and you knew this.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was just.
No, it's fine. I'm just.
Why you called
I'm
the
just
line?
being the indignant. I'm just being the indignant GM because I want to be the indignant GM. That giant strides up there near its buddies, and it's like, "Oh, you poor foolish fool!" And it kind of looks mockingly at its friend/companion that's down on the ground, and then it I think it throws just a rock, probably like a little tiny piece of meteor that it's polished over the centuries it's been alive with its bare hands. Just chucks a rock at Ava.
That's a lot of history to put into that one rock.
It is.
Polishing it for hundreds of years just for this.
I bet it's important. We should ask Flurfax.
43 to hit. KAC.
All right.
Oh man, how would Glorifax react to being asked a bunch of inane questions? Would he like the attention or would he be irritated?
Well, unfortunately, Jet, I got a with my reaction of 49 to deflect the projectile. I take no damage.
Oh, what it is I don't think you deflect it. You slash it in half, and then you see a single teal tear pour down it from one eye as the giant just tries to be stoic, but one tear escapes.
That was my favorite rock from when I was a child.
And now it's Lahan's turn.
Psychic damage.
Yeah.
Rock break. Lahan will move, like sort of the outside of the hallway. I need to move my map a little bit. There we go. Like there. I have so much more movement that I will ever need. Oh, such a shame. Maybe we'll actually get to use it in this dungeon. Looks like a big place.
It is
I'll take a
very
shot. Yeah, so Lahan darts over to the other side of the staircase, so far away from our adversary, to take the shot at the one that's sort of further north, I suppose. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
With a wait a minute?
Please hold the phones. I've forgotten I had these for ages now, but I think this is just the right time. Let's get like up here by Grar in the front and throw one of these right in the middle.
Did somebody say Wonder Grenade?
So I tossed the Wonder Grenade and then rolled a thousands of UPBs erupt in the blast radius, dealing 3d6 damage to each creature in the area. Reflex. All but 1d4 times 10 UPBs are blown out of the blast radius, disappearing as they go. Let's put this in. I'm gonna put this in the chat box and just put this right.
So they have to make a reflex save of DC what?
It's a reflex save for half. Doesn't say. Because
it's
it's
what,
buried
10?
somewhere in the documentation and not.
Isn't it 10 plus your BAB plus Dex or Strength mod?
10 plus half level plus.
I think it's.
That might be it.
Yeah, it's 10 plus something by your level plus the level of the grenade, I think.
Oh, I'm so rusty.
It's been so long since I've looked at grenades.
It's a 10 level grenade.
That's what it is, yeah.
That's what it is. You're,
10 plus half level of grenade plus dex mod. That's gotta be it.
so
Okay,
10
so that's
plus 5
15 plus my dex mod is 7, so 22.
22. This is doable. It's doable. Okay, one barely scraped by. Another one barely scraped by. And another one got the exact same as the previous one. So they all barely scraped by.
10 UVBs are all we get. It does deal 11.
Man.
Or half
and
of
it's
that.
quite spectacular. As thousands of UVBs erupt around these giants. And then I end my turn a little bit more.
After this fight, you're going to make 10 UPBs, though. That's
10!
10!
We are in the money right now.
10 more than you had previously.
The giant whose hard light helmet has just been shattered by Ava dramatically whirls their glaive around above their head and then sort of stabs down with it at Ava. Twice. Twice, I say.
Rude.
But a natural 2 will miss, and a total of 30 will miss, I'm sure. Poor giant. Underperforming. And now we come to the final giant.
Oh, I was muted.
The final giant. Mwahaha.
Jeez.
Who kind of walks over here and pulls out their own hand-polished rock that they've had for centuries, because this quartet of giants has worked together for a very, very long time. And they've had nothing to do but centuries to play with these rocks, have a catch.
They've been playing catch on the staircase for centuries.
Yes. They also have
That
bedrooms.
sounds like a curse. We are freeing them from a curse, guys.
Yeah.
Possibly,
Yeah.
This is
possibly.
really a mercy kill.
But it's throwing a rock at the rock destroyer. A total of 34 to hit KAC.
34 will miss.
Ha!
It is deflect. It narrowly misses Ava and clatters off of the wall, and you see that one giant just kind of go surreptitiously, kind of brush their brow, like, "Whew, she didn't slice it in half." And
No.
and the
Here's
first
what
one,
happens. Ava
Pounce.
catches it.
yeah. Ava catches it, and then the giant's like, "Is she going to crush it with her bare hand?" There's a look of alarm in its eye, and it's now Jacinto's turn.
All right. So it's Jacinto's turn, and this fight has definitely evolved, and so I think it's only fair that I cast Etheric Shards. So begin the preparations.
I hate this spell with a passion, Tom.
I know, buddy. I know, but it's just so effective.
I know. I don't blame you for casting it. It's just so annoying. Especially on a huge map.
I will move over to this way. That was probably cheating. I was here. I'm very slow. And by very slow, I mean very slow for Starfinder. So I'm 30 feet, and then I begin summoning 17 10-foot circles, 10-foot cubes.
Alright, see y'all next session.
Yep. Jet, you want to just actually, instead of me doing this, do you want to pause one of those and copy pasta it? Just fill the area that the giants are in.
They still seem to eat up a lot. It's a 10-foot, you said? There we go.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do an orange circle because I think that'll be a little bit easier on the system.
I just dropped boxes.
It's valid.
Why is
There are
it...
cubes in this.
They are. Yeah. Yeah, this, the acid circles area effects thing.
Okay, so where exactly do you want them? Oh, you just dropped one right there. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I wanted you to turn that off and then copy pasta it, but that's fine. Either way. Really, anywhere the giants are in, plus everywhere behind them, please.
Okay, I made a mistake with this circle. It doesn't want to move.
That's fine.
Yeah, they're a little bit hard to grab sometimes unless you fill them.
Yeah.
Because
If you give them a
we've
fill
never-
color, they're easier to grab.
We've never done this at such a high level. Can I just scribble in an area of the
Yeah,
map?
please just
All
scribble.
that,
That'll
your
make it so
charts.
much easier.
That's gonna make it so much easier, right? All right, yeah. So Boop. All of that is etheric shards. Look, Simba. Everywhere the purple scribble touches is etheric shards.
Don't step there. All right.
Don't step there. Oh boy, don't step there. It's gonna hurt.
And if they move, they have to make a save. If they stay still,
I'm sorry.
It
Yes,
bleeds.
let me activate the spell.
because it's a whole bunch of nonsense.
It sure is. This is one of the most ridiculous spells in all of Starfinder, and it's only 3rd level. Movement through an area of etheric shards is halved. Not difficult terrain, simply halved, which means it stacks, even for incorporeal creatures. And creatures entering a 5-foot cube filled with etheric shards take 1d8 slashing damage and must attempt a reflex save or gain the bleeding 1 condition. The damage from this bleeding stacks with itself and other sources of bleeding. Second, a creature that remains motionless within the area takes no damage, but such a creature is flat-footed unless it moves enough to defend itself, which forces it to take damage and attempt a saving throw. So basically, they get the choice between being flat-footed or attempting the saving throw, and regardless of success or fail, take 1d8 slashing.
My one question is, does standing up from prone count as movement?
Yes.
I think so.
Oh, gosh darn it.
But I mean, I'm the player. You're the GM, Jet. This is your universe.
No, I
As
mean,
we
I honestly could see that argument. That's why I asked.
It's pretty movie, right? Like
It is.
you're
It's a move action.
Not thing.
Yeah, you're standing up trying to not stab yourself. So you moved and just rained on my parade, and now it's Ava's turn.
I also have.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Danger Spider, who is going to make a single attack on. None of these guys have colors. I believe this is the one that we pronked up before to the northeast.
It is, and I will add a color now for you. That one will be red.
All right, pronk red. That's what I'm pronking.
Oh my gosh.
That is 3 natural 20s in a row.
So
Share, come on.
So that's all Artanya's going to do from now, right?
Now what?
That's what Artanya's just going to do from now on. Just roll 20s, but only because they're just doing that attack.
His wing attack, I guess, is kind of it. Man, wing attack's a really lame attack in Pokemon. But in this game, 91 sonic damage. Very excited sidebar for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
The nebula that makes up this giant's hair, and I'm just gonna say they had like a giant handlebar mustache, and like going into some big mutton chops made of nebula gases. It all is like his skin is flapping and all of his hair just disappears as he takes that 91 damage. Now he's bald and crying and just not feeling good.
That's okay.
I want to go home.
They're breaking all our rocks and now they're shattering my helmet and hurting my ears.
Yep, that's finally my turn. And as Artanya scores that crit, Jacinto will use his glorious shout. He is going to, as a battle leader, in case you forgot, because Lord knows Tom has, Jacinto is a battle leader, and he will shout with "Got him!" You can do this when you drop an enemy or score a critical hit. Everyone, please take a +6 morale bonus to damage rolls until the end of your next turn.
Oh man, it's been long enough since you've done that. I'm like, wow.
I feel like the last time
It's
you
a bit
did that
outdated.
was like
Yeah, I
+6.
also. This used to be half my charisma mod. However, I have taken it twice, and as such, it is. Also, my
Nice.
charisma mod has increased by about 3 since last time, probably.
I feel like it was
That
a
is actually
significantly-
a whole turn.
That is a great damage bonus. My god.
It's pretty significant. That's like some Pathfinder 2 levels of damage bonuses, you know?
And now Ava can unleash it upon me.
Well, let's find out. Can Ava unleash it upon you? She takes a move action to boost and then attack.
Okay.
Oh, that's only a 30 to hit.
It hasn't.
Easy.
Just 1 second. That creature had a turn to act. Nope, you etheric charged first. Okay, it hasn't had a chance to even act, so it isn't flat-footed technically yet. There we go. So that actually misses.
Do we have a +1?
Let me check. I see 3 in the review request.
Oh.
All right. Ready, Leif? This is going to transcend systems. However, I, Tom, as a player, think this is fine. This is from Turek00, friend of the show. Echoes of the screaming sulfur's word trouble back into your mind. They coalesce into semi-random words that nonetheless inspire you to greatness. Screaming sulfur, of course, is, in other words, screaming fart. Screaming fart cloud.
Yes.
On Sunday's session. Yes. How could you forget? So that is a +1 from Torque 00.
I tried real hard.
Which is enough. It is enough.
Fantastic. So they take 37 plus an additional 64 plus 6 from Tom.
Nice.
So it's actually 62 sonic damage.
So describe how you kill this giant.
Ava launches off the ground with her jetpack, flying up into the air, just brings her arm back, and as she does it, charges up, and then she just punches the giant right through the eye, like into his brain. And it just kind of like causes his head to explode.
The giant whose rock you've cleaved in twain has another tear fall, but from the other eye, and you just hear them whispering, "Theolf, no!"
Ava shakes brain off of her gauntlet.
And enraged, the giant that was knocked prone stands up, taking 1d8 force damage and has to save against bleed.
Or being flat-footed.
Well, I said that standing up was movement. And
Oh,
it's
that's right. I'm
moving
sorry.
in an area of etheric shards.
All right.
Made a 27 reflex save.
Yeah. 27 versus the third level spell, because Starfinder spells are weird like that. The DC on this is only 23, so he makes it, but he is taking 1d8 regardless. The save is only for the bleeding. Please take 8 slashing damage.
No!
Nice.
That hurts so much. It stands up and it unthinkingly uses the etheric shard to like lean on, and as it does, its hand slides a little bit and it gets a cut on its palm, and it feels real bad about itself. But it stood up. Oh, sorry. I talked over you. I didn't mean to.
We talked over each other. I was just saying, as it should.
Okay.
Feel badly about itself.
Giant-sized paper cut.
Yep. Well, etheric shard cut, but yeah. And it, enraged by the cut on its palm, lashes out at Grar, because it can reach Grar.
Alright, that's fine.
It probably... You're probably fine.
I'm probably fine.
He's probably fine.
A 31. That misses, doesn't it?
Oh no, Conrad.
Oh no, Muscadet, why?
Oh. Conrad. Just 30.
I'm probably fine. It's 38 EAC and 41k AC.
Oh Jesus, gosh, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a big beefy boy.
Grar just stands there and then goes bonk, and then the giant looks at the
Boing.
glaive and it's like shakes it a little bit, like, are you working?
Is this thing on?
Is it on? And you see it reach over and like thumb a switch on and off again. now it's Grar's turn.
Power cycled my weapon. Alright. So, which of these are the most wounded? Actually, you know what? What am I thinking? I'm just going to attack green with a full attack, because that's what Grar does.
Fair. And coincidentally, green is the one that's most injured.
Yeah.
Eat its face.
Because you knocked it over, and then it
Like-
hurt its hand.
I mean, I have, like, the thing is, I've got, like, 30 things on my ability tab, and I just...
Do
none of
what
them are
makes you
just as good as
happy.
a full attack. I
And-
mean,
And eating
Yeah.
faces seems to make you happy.
that is his thing. Oh wow, that sucks. 28 and 23 against the AC.
Those will both miss.
That's not used to it. All right.
As you
at some
lash
point-
out. What's up?
At some point, my range increased to 25. Interesting.
Yeah.
Moving on.
As you lash out at it, and it's like in the middle of power cycling its weapon, it looks up and it's like, oh no! And it does the staff defense action, sort of, to sort of deflect your unnaturally noodly bare arms or whatever it is that explains away the 25 foot of range you have. And it is now this giant's turn, and they're gonna be flat-footed, and I'm just gonna. That's just how they're gonna be from now on. I'm imagining. I'm just gonna toggle that on, and they will. Actually, they're not gonna be flat-footed. They're going to take one step and hurt their toesies. Because they need to be able to reach Ava. So let's do that reflex save.
Alright. DC 23.
32, made it. So give me my damage.
Oh, I'll give you your damage, alright. It's a 2.
Ah! It steps down and there's just a tiny little pinprick of crystal coming up from the floor that's a little offshoot, and it like gets it right in the big toe, and it's like, ah! And you see it misplace its foot for just a moment. And then it lashes out with its dragon glaive at Ava. 39 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 73 electricity and slashing damage. I am going to keep that box there until you tell me you're ready.
70, that's alright. 73. I'll just take 73 damage and I'll heal back up. 32.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Don't forget, Defrex hard.
And it'll take 16 damage, yep.
Any creature adjacent to the target. He is not adjacent. He is a ways away.
Oh no!
You still have the 16.
Still the DR.
The DR.
Yeah, you have the DR.
But that is
Well,
that giant's turn. Lahan! You just threw a wonder grenade and rained money. You made it hail.
I did. I made it hail. I will combat track all 3 of these mofos because I can.
You grow an extra eye, and each eye is just looking at a different one.
Well, I mean, I figure it's more on my heads-up display. Corniest, but
I just went the body horror route.
Yeah, I can't.
you do. You want to go this way.
Understand? Yes, very good.
And I'll take a shot with my vortex rifle at the one that Gar's been taking on. It's 34 to hit.
That will hit their EAC for 48 sonic damage.
Nice. Yes, 48 sonic damage. And if they have any spell resistance, then I'll we'll reduce it. And I'll pass my turn.
All right, it is the giant whose rock has been threateningly caught's turn. And
on Ava's turn, she just put it in her pocket.
no,
It's my rock now.
it looks at you angrily, and it reaches into its pocket and it pulls out another rock. This one also polished by centuries of playing catch in the hallway. And it tries to throw it at you. This one has a tiny little like happy face on it, but it's like not drawn very well.
Yeah.
It's a 37 to hit Ava.
37, you say?
Yes.
Oh, that'll hit.
It's the smiley face that did it. 63 bludgeoning damage.
Smiley face and +1 circumstance bonus or whatever.
And I mean that's what that one did. It's now going to start fishing around in its pocket. Like narratively it's fishing around in its pocket. It had to pull a rock out. Jacinto, it's your turn. What are you going to do to me now?
So, I have a fun thing. Are you ready?
Maybe.
Okay.
So lines in Starfinder are funny in that they can be sort of like this, yes? This being a straight line that sort of curves after a certain increment. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. So I cast... So Jacinto is going to dash up 30 feet. And then he will flex his left hand. And I say hand, but his hand has been replaced, as we know, by this cool, glittery sort of gauntlet, you might say. And inset in the gauntlet are 6 Aeon stones. And because of that, he is able to... This is an Aeon gauge, dear listeners. And the Aeon gauge is a cool magical item that has way too long of a description for me to read it to you. But basically, having slotted 6 Aeon stones in there, Jacinto is able to cast spells. More spells. And in this case, Jacinto will say, these stones, they give me unlimited power! And Jacinto will cast Arcing Surge, as per the Technomancer spell list.
I have a real quick question.
Please.
Is Arcing Surge subject to spell resistance?
Let me check the page that I pulled up. Yes, it is.
So, you do need to beat spell resistance, which I believe green currently has theirs reduced slightly.
By 2. Yeah.
Thank you, Lahan. I, Jacinto, also have taken at least 1, possibly 2 feats for this. Spell penetration. That's not helpful. +2 to spell penetration. Alright. So, that's not a very helpful mod, actually. But, in terms of Roll20 functionality. So I'm going to make a d20 check versus each of them, yes, Jeff?
Yeah.
Each of them being green and orange, because I can't catch
Yes.
blue. So, d20 plus 15 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2. Alright, this is versus green. 30 versus their spell resistance. All
Success.
right. And versus orange. 29.
That also is success.
All right. Great success. Great success.
Great success.
And so they will both have to make me a reflex saving throw. This is also DC 23.
Okay. They have a good shot at passing this. Okay.
But they will fail.
A 35.
Oh.
And a 27.
Well, you know what? They can eat half of 10d6 electricity damage. 29 divided by 2 is 14.
That is... Hey, that's 28 damage on the board spread out, so...
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And Jacinto will sort of like look at the Aeon gauge and shake it a little bit and say, maybe next time. And meanwhile, Artania is going to focus his efforts on green as well. Artania also has gained the benefit of that +6 morale bonus damage. So
No.
anyway, wing vibrations, single attack. Oh, it had to happen eventually. I missed with the wings. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, but
You flap your wings and you send out those sonic vibrations, and this giant's majestic hair in a Fabio-like fashion sort of ripples behind it from the force, but nothing else happens.
Would you say that Artania sends out good vibrations?
Yes, good vibrations.
Ba, ba, ba. Good vibrations.
I'll have to get a hero point for that joke.
Except for they don't
Thank you very
exist.
much. I'll cash in on that on Sunday, Nick. I passed my turn.
Ava, what would you like to do?
Ava is going to fly up and away from these people, but only just so. They're far enough out of reach that they can't reach her, but she can still sling a shuriken at green.
No!
Return of the Shurikens.
43 to hit green for 43 sonic damage.
That will hit.
I love when that happens. 43 for 43.
And that will hurt. And it is now Green's turn to respond. Green does not want to get a cut on their hand again, so they reach into a pocket and they pull out a rock that's also well polished. This one has like a pound sign for one of its eyes, and then the other one's kind of squinting off to the side, and there's a little tongue coming out of the smirking mouth. They started to get creative. A 44 to hit. For
Who?
Ava. The rock smasher. The one that just threw a giant... Oh no! No!
Beautiful.
Smash that one. That one's pulverized into a little powder.
Ava getting some use out of this feed.
This giant just starts, just unashamedly, just tears streaming down its face as its rock friend is smashed. And and it falls to its knees crying. I'm making it go prone.
Oh,
Like,
please.
no!
Take 8 points of slashing damage as you fall to your knees.
I wasn't even thinking about that, but that was great, Tom, and I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, buddy.
Grar, you now have a prone giant in front of you.
I've been looking through my buildings here. So like I get more entry points, which like these things don't last long enough. Require entry points.
Well, the big hurdle is you don't let me hurt you. If I could hurt you...
Yeah, not much of a tank if you don't let me hurt you.
Yeah, you could just take your
I
armor
don't
off.
take damage.
I don't have a problem with that.
No,
You could wear Gloripax's clothes.
Artania's wearing
that's
that.
yeah. I'm not gonna deny my not food fashion style. All right.
Don't you dare let
me
that
do a full
bear.
attack.
Okay, it's canon now.
Anyway, all right. Let me just do a full attack. One on the green and one on blue. The top one is green. The bottom one is blue. No, other way. However it's on the map. The top attack is against blue. The bottom one is against green. Let's see how I did.
Okay, so the top
All right.
one is against...
Blue.
Yep,
It
so...
matches the map.
Yeah. No, I was just getting it squared away in my head.
Yeah.
Toggling that off. Yeah, both of those hit.
Okay.
Nice.
60...
Please take a sum total of 127 damage.
Ow, you hurt them. In their...
Well, that's my intention in doing what I did.
You hurt them in their bodies. They need those to live.
Yes, they do. They can't maintain homeostasis without them.
Facts.
All right. People at work are just blowing my phone up. No, there's a massive captain's text chat, and people get bored,
no.
and then...
Oh no.
Let me send you some memes that are not very funny.
That's like my family when like my mom will send a picture. My parents are getting their kitchen renovated right now, so mom will send a picture of like the update, and then all of my siblings, everybody but me has an iPhone, so I'm the jerk in the text chain that's like, oh, causing them to have like, so and so liked this picture, so and so emphasized this, so my phone then blows up.
Nice. The blue, it is Blue's turn. Blue is going to reach into their pocket and pull out yet another rock. This one this one has a face that looks like a jack-o'-lantern. And it's going to throw it it's going to try and see if this rock can get revenge for its fallen rock brethren. But a 31, I'm sure, misses Ava.
It absolutely does.
Yeah,
That's too bad.
there's no way that would. No.
I wanted to see her smash another one.
I can only do it. It's a reaction. I can only do it once per round.
Oh, well.
Lahan, you see this jack-o'-lantern-looking rock sail over Ava and kind of bounce sort of up the staircase as it just kind of rolls around the curved hallway. It passes you.
I look at it, look back at the giants, and I will full attack. I guess blue? Yeah. With my Vortex Rifle. Here it comes. 22 is good. 28 is probably a miss too.
28. Hey, I know that you have some +1s in the chamber. If you take one of them, that 28 could hit.
Tom, what do we got?
I blame myself for missing this a week ago. The last +1 we used was from a Pathfinder 2 game 4 days ago. However, this is from 7 days ago. Also from Torg00, who says, Glorifax's monocle falls out. He catches it in his claw and reinserts it, giving you an opening. While not applicable here, we do have a +1. So I'm going to go ahead and spend that. And
So, Lahan gets a mental image of Glorifax adjusting their monocle and looking over her shoulder, and him pointing imperiously. Take that one down? It is uncouth and it dresses terribly.
That does not respond to Glorifax, but he's right. That is 48 points of sonic damage. That's my turn.
All right. It's another giant's turn. It is Orange. Orange. You've taken so many rocks from Orange, Ava. Can you take this one? Can you take this one?
Probably.
Yes, probably. 45 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 47 bludgeoning damage.
Ava's face!
This one.
Ava's face hasn't even been touched yet. I'm still in stamina.
This one has like a Lego pirate face drawn on it.
How do they even know what those are?
They invented mega blocks, bum, because they made giant blocks because they were carried. Never mind.
Oh my god, no.
Jacinto.
Jacinto is going to, at this point in the battle, probably burn a second level spell slot and activate Song of the Spheres as a move action. Everybody, please take the following benefits. +1 morale bonus to attack and damage rolls. Fast healing equal to 1 to hit points only. Energy resistance equal to half. So you have, we've seen these guys do what? Electricity damage, Jet?
Electricity
Yeah,
is the only elemental that you've seen.
Yeah. We all have electricity resistance 16 now for 2 rounds. Congratulations.
Nice.
And that's my move action. Unbelievably.
Does it stack with my other resistance to electricity?
No. But I bet
Is
it's
it-
higher, slightly.
Is it, no, mine is equal to my BAB, which is also 16. But is yours 16 or is it 17?
Oh. Equal to mystic level. Mystic level, not caster level.
Okay.
So, no, it is 16. Great question, though. Oh, man. I love the Crunch of Starfinders. Where did my music notes go? They're gone, Jet. Well, that's fine. 2 rounds. And then Artania is going to attack the not prone one, because prone in this system gives a +4 bonus to your ACs. Attacking blue. Is blue flat-footed, Jet? Are either of them flat-footed?
I muted myself. I apologize. Yeah, they are flat-footed.
Love that for me. But a 22 is going to be even worse than the 25 I rolled last turn. Terribly disappointing. Even a 23, because I forgot to include my thing. I should really be rolling for crits, fishing for crits at this point.
I don't think Dad likes that idea. Something tells me.
Well, I got 3 in a row. It was very satisfying. I should try more. That's my turn.
Sure. Ava.
Is going to pull out another shuriken, and oh my god, that's not one, it's 3 as she flashes out 3 of them.
3 of them.
Like a ninja.
32 to hit blue, 23 I bet misses, and 22 also probably misses.
Yeah, you said 32 to hit blue.
Yeah.
Yep, that will hit.
45.
45. Chipping away. They're looking, I mean, green and blue are looking pretty hurt. Orange is looking all right, except for he has an emotional connection to his companions, and he's feeling sad for the death of their rock friends and their other companion, Red.
Taking their slashing damage for being in the.
It didn't step anywhere. Ava's throwing. Were you asking about Ava taking slashing damage?
They're. Oh, I guess they didn't.
They didn't
Pulling
move.
a rock out is a move action.
I didn't think about that. Is it? Oh no. Oh no.
The shout!
Rocks have turned against them in multiple ways. I need to find that spell.
Which spell are you trying to find?
Entropic shards. It says movement through an area, not a move action.
Ah, okay.
I am safe.
But isn't the next part if you don't take
They become flat-footed.
okay, that's fair.
Yeah, they've been making themselves flat-footed, except for the one guy that had to take one step, and the other guy that fell prone and then stood up, and then fell prone because his rock was smashed. It was a whole thing. The one that is currently prone is going to stand up again and cut the same hand a second time, because he's not super smart. Let's call him Jeff.
Only 1 point of damage.
Jeff with a G or a J?
Both.
Oh my gosh.
The horror.
and then Jeff lashes out at Grar with their Dragon Glaive. 39?
Against EAC or KAC?
I believe it would be KAC because it does slashing and electricity. Which I think your
Alright, in that
KAC is
case-
40 something, right?
It's 41. I get so negative.
Just by 2. That's poops. Grar, something they bonked you again. He bonked you again, and then it didn't do anything, and then he's like trying to power cycle his glaive again.
Alright. So Gror is going to bonked him, and it must have shaken something loose in his stomach, because he lets out a big old burp. And where's that? Does this thing? So it hits only 2 of them. So lets out a jet of freezing cold air against green and blue. It's not gonna quite reach orange because it's a 15-foot cone.
Sure. Would you like to roll your 18d6?
I was sure. I was looking at the angles of it, and I would have to fight through them into the shards, and it's just not worth it. Anyway, 72 to the.
Ouch!
They get a reflex save. So they get a reflex save. DC 10 plus half my level plus my con modifier. So
So
I believe we are level.
it'd be
We're level 16.
yep. So 18 plus your con mod.
And my con modifier is 7. So DC 25.
Any augmentation that is DC equals 10 plus half level plus con mod is so good for Vanguard. That's crazy.
All right, let's roll. That is definitely a success, so 37. And then I rolled another 17, so 37 and 37.
Okay. So they take half of that, which is a mere 36 cold damage.
36? That's still a lot.
It's still a lot.
That is still a lot. Ow! Green is looking very injured, regretting life choices, and starting to look back on his entire life, and you just see him frolicking with his 3 friends, and there's a dark cloud over one of them.
Oh no.
There's a whole bunch of rocks.
Yeah, it's like them sitting around, them sitting at the bottom of these stairs, like playing with rocks and drawing faces on them and naming them and having little picnics and then running up and down the staircase, having playing catch and all sorts of stuff. And now it's Blue's turn, and Blue can't reach anyone, so they're throwing another rock because I don't want him to step onto another pokey thing.
If they throw a rock, they have to take it out of their pocket.
I know. They have so many rocks in their pockets because they've been here alone for a long time. But a 29, which is, by the way, a natural one, will miss Ava, the bane of rocks.
That's what they call her.
Destroyer.
Old Rock Bane.
Old Rock Bane. And it's the Han's turn. Green looks super hurt.
Sorry.
Blue also looks very hurt.
The one that just pulled out a rock is in etheric charge, right? So it needs to take a d8 of damage and make a reflex saving.
It's movement, not a move action, that triggers it.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. Sure. Yep. Never mind. Wait,
Be fair.
yeah.
I've been on the receiving ends of Tom's bullfleamery enough to know to stand still.
I was gonna say.
Right?
After the 30 giants were locked down by etheric shards for like 4 episodes straight.
Yeah.
That's, like shining moment. Like, has had so many good bullflea moments like that.
Yeah.
Lahan takes a couple shots at Blue.
At Blue.
36 and a 31. Yeah, Green's still on the floor, right?
Both of those hit for a total of 97 damage.
And its spell resistance is reduced by 4.
Ooh.
2 for the first attack, and then 2 for the second attack.
Oh, it stacks. That's nasty.
It's so mean.
That is super nasty. Wow.
Well, so is spell resistance.
True. We go on to Orange. Orange just chucks another rock. All of the rocks are coming at Ava. 36 versus KAC? Huh?
That meets.
Knock it out of the air.
For 49 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the sword.
Misses.
Ah. What awful thing do you do to this rock?
This one, she just deflects it and don't.
Nice.
The
Jacinto.
ground pulverizes the rock.
That's valid. Jacinto is going to reach out, reach in, rather, to his pocket, and he pulls out a spell gem. And the spell gem is vaguely blue and swirly. And the reason for that is because it's a spell gem of the spell, Sinking Ship.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it. I've had this since level 7, probably. I've had it for a very, very long time. I've had this since before Conrad joined this show.
This is why I have no recollection of this.
Put that into context. So Jacinto pulls out this spell gem and then, as a move action, then activates it as standard. And a ghostly spectral ship appears above these 3 giants and promptly drops on them. So they can all make a reflex save for half damage.
That is a great spell.
Is this the Heartbreaker?
No, it is a romanticized version of a Galarian pirate ship.
Oh, nice. So blue rolled a natural 1.
Oh, I love that for me.
Green got a total of 26.
That'll pass. This is also a 3rd level spell. Casting a lot of third.
And got another natural 1 for orange.
Fantastic. All right, so spicy. 2 10s on this 6d10 damage roll for a total of 47. Almost max, actually very close to max damage on 6d10. The ones who rolled a nat 1 take full damage. The one who did not takes half, which is 23. Oh, two of them have been smashed.
You smashed them with a galleon. There's 1 remaining. Just.
Was this a conjured ship or is it an illusion of a ship?
It's like, why not both? Question mark?
I guess my UPBs were relatively material and then.
Yeah, right? Like, same kind of idea where this ship briefly manifests, and then as quick as it was here, it's gone again.
It sounds like it's a Witch Warper spell. Like it briefly brings like an alternate reality pirate ship.
Is in fact, memories. This is from Professional Courtesy, book 3 of the Starfinder AP Fly Free or Die. So yes, this is a Warpwhipper? Warper, as well as this spell. So, yeah.
Nice. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then Artania is going to move up to the edge of the field here, and I think I'm just outside my range. Let's double check. Wing vibration. Range 30 feet. Yeah, so this will take a -2 penalty versus the AC. 37 versus the AC for a total of 44 points of damage. Sonic. Because I forgot to include Sonic Sphere. And that's my turn.
I am I'm having a brain fart. Sorry. So, wings, 37 to hit. That's super duper hits for 43 damage. I'm applying that now.
Add 1, please, because I forgot to include Sonic Spears.
Oh, not +1, -1. Owie. You blow his mustache off. His nebula mustache.
Oh no.
He still has the...
Mustaches are the best facial hair.
Still has the beard.
I saw that eyebrow.
Still has the beard. Still has the hair up top. Got a reverse Tom Selleck going on.
That's my turn.
Ava.
Ava is going to fly over the etheric shards to this point here. Remain hovering there as she attacks this one as well. 42 to hit for 43 sonic damage.
Yes. 42 to hit, 43 sonic damage. It does apply, and you flew above the etheric shards, you turd.
Yes.
I say that with love. Is it 43 or is it 44 because of the spheres?
It is in fact 43.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Ouch! That hurts!
That's the point.
Yes, well, he doesn't appreciate it. I'm talking from his perspective. Grar. What would you like to do?
All right. So Grar's got a pretty long reach, but not quite that long. But you know what? I don't fear etheric shards. Do I take damage for every time I move through there?
Every 5 feet.
I kind of do fear etheric shards.
Yeah, they're pretty rough.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
let Jacinto know, he'll dispel them.
Okay. Let me see what else I can do. It's a
Remember,
lot.
I mean, you do have 25 feet of reach. It's
Well, and the jetpack,
35
right?
feet to
So,
hit, but you would at most
so,
take
hold on.
58 plus 2 bleed.
so
Yeah.
Ava's above the etheric shards, right?
They're only 10 feet high.
Oh, is this place in the etheric shards?
I think it is. I think that's
Okay, I
clear.
Is that clear? Alright. So I'm going to push up in the air with the jetpack, move like here to here to here, and then while still suspended in the air with my Barrow's jetpack, I'm going to attack 25 feet away. This guy, and just because I'm a big old butthole, I'm gonna go try to trip him too.
Okay. Okay. Probably will. You have very high
Probably
numbers.
will. Yeah, it's against the AC, which is the real.
Man. You. Jesus. 2 higher and you would have beat it by 20.
Goodness.
So 20 damage and they fall prone.
Yep.
Ow. He's just crying on his knees now. All of his friends are dead. He's just like,
I want to go home.
I want to go home, but he's standing in my home. Lahan, it's your
Okay, you
turn.
know what? Can I just say, like, do you all want to surrender? Do you all just want to leave? We don't actually want to kill you.
That's
Yeah, we really just want to see the Star Lord.
real quick. What language are you speaking, Grar?
Uplifted bear, because why not?
They does not understand. He's just crying on his knees now. It is
well,
Lahan's
yeah.
turn.
Yeah, well,
What language have they been speaking in? They
Giant.
said things.
Giant. Yeah.
Building the list. Yes, giant. Language number then on the list of culture. Oh, I didn't really. I'm missing a language, guys. Please advise what my next language should be. If you can find it, it's on the list.
Are there other languages you can learn? I feel like you know all the languages at this point.
Oh, no.
Still a few.
Tom has
Tom has more. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, listen, it's not about comparing sizes. But I am a temper pilgrim.
Yeah, so they speak giant. What would you like to say to this giant that's just crying on his knees, surrounded by force shards that are just cutting him, and he's just sad. All of his rock friends and
And
real
the
friends
corpses
are
of his
dead.
dead friends, yeah.
I mean, exactly what I just said. Yeah, we really just want to talk to the Star Lord. Like, if you're not trying to kill us, we'll just go.
You talk to him in there. He has a thing in there. And he's pointing at this door.
And delays.
I think he was saying go through here.
I think so. Shards?
Oh, yeah. assuming the giant is also sort of cowering and delaying.
Yeah, he is not a threat anymore. I'm just gonna clear our initiative. He's not a threat.
Valid. That's valid. Pinnacle will then happily dismiss his shards. Ooh, I feel the earth. Ooh,
Yeah.
under my feet.
It won't let. There we go. The cursed shards are gone. And he was pointing. He was pointing here.
The west.
That's criminal.
Jacinto will the shards
Very good.
and say, all right, well, you'd better make yourself scarce and we'll continue on. Because, we didn't kill you, but I bet Karzog would if he knew that you let us through.
Oh, don't worry. We're gonna go deal with him.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
And the giant just kind of crawls over here and is like sobbing against the wall. Gathering up its crumbly rock friends.
I was gonna have. Yeah.
Ava walks up to him and pulls the one rock out of her pocket. And it looks like she might be giving it back to him, but then she just crushes it to dust in her fist and just drops it on the ground in front of him and walks out of the room.
He does over the remains of that rock friend, his last possible remaining friend. He does what I did when Bertram finally passed at the vets. He just falls upon it wailing.
Oh, God.
Lahan fishes out her ion tape.
I hope you're pleased with yourself.
She,
and hands the sobbing giant, just sort of like, I don't know what to do with crying people, but here's
He starts like trying. He accepts it, and it's so tiny. He's huge. He's huge. He starts very like trying to delicately piece the rock back together with this very tiny roll of tape.
Gosh.
Well, that was rough. Emotionally. I guess.
Let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, okay.
Did anybody get hurt there? No, Ava. No, wrong door, Ava.
Oh wait, but okay.
I think I got the right door, actually, based on player knowledge. Which door did he point to, Jed?
This door. He pointed at this door.
He did point.
Yeah.
He did point to that door. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go check it out.
Let's take a 10-minute.
I suppose if you insist, Ava.
I would like my 150 missing stamina back.
Are you tired from dodging rocks?
Tired from crushing them in my bare fists, she says really loudly.
More wailing.
I smack him. I smack him on the shoulder.
You really want to wait 10 minutes here with the crying giant? Okay.
I mean, this would be pretty awkward.
If we do, Lahan is going to help the giant tape their rocks back together.
You successfully help piece the rock friend back together, and the giant hugs it to its chest, and then, presuming you won't murder it, they will run up the stairs and out of the Pinnacle of Avarice.
A wise choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
At least we managed to fix some of their rocks.
at least it's quiet now.
At least it's quiet now.
Sure.
Sorry, that was probably Tom, not Jacinto. Jacinto's not that cold-hearted. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, Ava, you feel better?
Fantastic.
Okay.
On multiple levels, physically and emotionally.
Well, gather close. Let me cast Battle Mind Link on you, Ava. Let me switch you to. Let me link you and Lahan up. Both of you are pretty fast. So Lahan and Ava, you now have the effects of Battle Mind Link. And
Oh, thank you.
Jacinto will cast this off of a comically large for his size, multifaceted spell gem that has now 3 uses remaining of Battle Mind Link after that casting, and 4 of Command Undead, just in case, we run into another situation.
Sure. Who's going through the door first? You seem apprehensive about going through this door.
Not at all.
Beep beep.
Ava, you walk in. Grar, you follow close after. And you walk into an, surprise, surprise, opulently appointed room. There is a fancy desk, probably made out of one solid piece of no-qual with some, like, mithril filigree.
Ooh.
And it's just an opulently appointed office. And as you stand there, a flickering image appears behind the desk. And a orange-faced, potato-shaped man sort of flickers semi-transparently into view in front of you. And he just kind of smiles with a Santa Claus-esque twinkle in his eye. And I think that's a good spot to pause.
Santa Claus-esque.
It's the twinkle in the eye.
Can I do
An
a
evil
thing
Santa.
before-
But evil, right?
Yeah, but evil. Yes, and
Okay.
Conrad?
While he's doing that, Grar is just taking a dump on the desk.
Sorry, he's not trained.
You animal.
Like his phone, where's the TV and everything?
Not very.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done.
That's
I'm done.
funnier than it should be. No, that was actually really good.
Yeah.
Not very uplifted of you.
Okay. We're gonna pause there, but for no particular reason, every one of you make a fortitude save, and then we'll go into our end point.
What?
Okay.
I don't like
Well,
it
he
when you
said-
say that.
He said no reason, and I believe him.
I don't.
Boy, I got a 23.
Yeah, I got a 15.
35, and I would argue that bear feces count as poison, so plus 2 to that.
This isn't because of the poo, though, Leif.
Oh.
But you'll find out why next
If it's
time.
anything that's coming out of the orange man's mouth, then I count that as a disease, so I still get a plus 2, right?
Metaphorically, yes, but literally, no.
Mechanically, no.
Absolutely not.
But I'd like to thank you guys for playing with me. I hope you had fun with my weird narrative backstory involving rocks and giants.
Every encounter is just its own little story time with Jet, and I love it.
It is great.
Yeah.
I made that up on the spot again.
Very good.
You think right? Yeah.
I'd also like to thank Paizo. I have enjoyed Rise of the Rune Lords and turning it into this. I hope I'm doing it justice. Leif, who do we have to thank for audio?
It's
Alex Productions for those sweet, sweet cyberpunk beats. Thank you.
Nice.
you
And-
like the beats.
They are good beats. And I know they didn't get used, really, unfortunately, but I'd also like to thank Steve Collings' Isle of Lore status icons and Nick for getting them for me. What do we got going on this Sunday, Nick?
Like the beats led me to.
Nick,
Okay.
you might need to
And I was
repeat
not
that.
thinking about Sunday.
You might need to repeat that
What?
because you roboted and froze and stuff.
A tangent anyway. See, I just knew it would happen. I'm crushing it. This Sunday, our heroes are venturing deeper and discovering what dangers might be.
Deeper into the blood salt marsh, I think, or something.
Yes.
Sorry, you cut out again. I was trying to fill it in. and there's more danger to
no.
be had. Yeah, I know. It's just been especially bad tonight. This isn't a normal thing. Next week, do we have any conflicts, folks?
It's in
Next
fact,
week is-
Thanksgiving.
I forgot we do have a conflict,
That's a
built
conflict.
in
Pretty
by our
big.
nation. That works on multiple levels.
Oh.
And even if that were the case, I actually work on Thursday as well. Yeah, I work on Thanksgiving, so
Sure.
Yeah,
So,
I will actually. Yes, I do have a conflict.
so hopefully
Thanksgiving.
we'll come back the week after next. Hopefully. All signs point to maybe. And we'll continue on, and you'll find out what the potato-shaped man has to say to you. And what the saving throw was about.
Actually, I have a conflict the week after too.
You do?
For actually the rest of time.
No! We will
Because
never...
I don't want to know what he's gonna say. We should
Oh.
murder him.
I mean, you don't have to listen to him. He might just start talking, and then we can just cut to just like,
mean-
you're listening to Glorifax in your head as he just rambles on. And
Glorifax would be more interesting.
yes, I'm delightful. It's nice for you to meet me.
pleasure to meet me, I'm sure.
Yes,
It's gonna be
delightful for you to meet
sitting at
me.
my desk.
Sorry, my silly dragon. I had to try and keep him around in some way, shape, or form. If anyone has any
Welcome.
questions, comments, or shout-outs, feel free to contact us. There's a couple ways you can do it. We do have an email. It is nonstandardaction@gmail.com. All one word, nothing fancy. The better way is we have a Discord. The link should be below. If you're watching us, if you're listening to us, it'll be in the show notes. Feel free to hit us up in Discord. After the show, we're going to hang out in general voice, and you can chit-chat with us. We, as always, need icebreakers. Nick more than me at this point. We're closing in on the end of this show. Nick's the one that needs them the most right now. They can be found on our welcome channel and the feedback channel. The welcome channel, the link for the little form to fill out is right there at the bottom of the list. Super easy to find. The feedback channel, it's pinned. And I think it's time to say goodbye to everybody.
Bye to everybody.
Goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye to everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Take care of
Sarah
yourselves,
Conrad.
and we'll see you in 2 weeks.